On this episode, we talk for about 1 week.
No, we only doing one show a week.
Yes, but we talk longer than normal, about a week's worth.
No. We talk about the crazy weather.
Yes, we did that. And we also talked about a giant crack in the desert and money.
No, we talked about my buses and getting stuck because of all the rain. But we did talk about a giant crack.
Yes, we did. And money the people made towing the buses out of the mud. Out of the crack? No, out of the mud. But how big was that giant crack?
Okay, no. We talked about Jim Beam losing money with a bourbon fire that lasted 3 days. And the giant crack was not the plumber's crack you are now seeing in your mind.
No, wait, yes. No. Well, thanks for that image, Scott. Oh, but I saved money before Prime Day and got new lenses for my glasses.
No, you said but. You only think you saved money. They might be even cheaper on Prime Days.
Welcome to What Happened to the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show and podcast.
Just not as many as we were doing before. Now it's just once a week.
For now.
So we're down to once a week. We're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today. Aside from we're super busy, so we're only doing one show a week now. Did we decide that it's going to be a Saturday show? Going to release on Saturday?
We never did decide, but I suppose we can. I
think Saturday would be the easiest day for you to do it. I mean, you could do it Tuesday. You want to do Saturday?
Yeah, let's make it Saturday.
Let's do Saturday and we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Make comments down there. Let us know what day we should release the show.
Either that or Thursday. Thursday or Saturday. Either one's fine for me.
Well, Saturday gives you more time.
Yes, that's true. But if it's only one show.
But it gives you more time.
It do. Just in case caca happens. And everybody knows caca happens. All
Just
right.
like that bush behind you, it looks like caca happened.
Oh, I'll tell you something. That bush is only half dead. That is the boxwood. Remember we talked about
you had a picture of that up before.
Yes. At my property, we have 30 of these throughout the property, and every single one of them is completely dead.
Really?
Yeah, because
because of the weather we've been having.
Correct.
The freeze and the warm, and then the freeze, and then the warm, and then the freeze, and then the warm.
We actually had frost in Wisconsin at the beginning of June. That is stupid.
Well, the whole weather. Okay, so climate change, global warming. I don't know what is going on. I mean, maybe we're going through another ice age. I don't know how the carbon emissions affected, what we did to the planet back then, and we had the ice age come through. But it's
methane from the dinosaur poop.
Right. Well, you had floods.
Yes.
So you guys flooded bad, and I saw that. I was actually watching some previous shows on. I forget what I was watching it on, but they were doing the scrolls because the feed was out of the Midwest.
Right.
And it was doing the scrolls of the flood for all these areas. And it was like flood for it's like the whole Chicago, Wisconsin area.
Yeah. It's insanity.
Tremendously pouring rain. And then earthquakes. We had earthquakes. They were in California.
I'm sure you felt them.
We could feel them. So the second one was a 7.1.
What was it considered by you? Down to 2?
I have no idea. But it was a 7.1, and my house actually moved from front to back. So my house moved from east to west 4 times.
Wow.
It moved so much that the blinds in the window that hang down actually hit the wall.
Yep.
Hit the wall 4 times. That's how much my house moved. We didn't see any cracks or anything in the walls. I didn't look in here. Didn't see cracks
funny because you lived in California, so you're familiar with earthquakes, but
right. I mean, never been in a bad one, but 7.1 is pretty strong.
It's pretty strong.
Most of the buildings, I don't remember when the retrofit was. I think it's.
It was the early 1900s when they had that big 7-point-something earthquake, and it pretty much destroyed everything.
Retrofit, California. So I think The retrofitting that happened like in 2003 only goes up to an 8.0.
Right.
Uh,
And as every single, what do you want to call those? Doomsday type movies will tell you, every time that they upgrade something, something bigger comes along.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It doesn't.
Well, we had everything set for this, and then we got nails.
Doesn't say. So let me see if. How would I even search that? What would I even search for?
You got me. But while you're searching, can I talk about
Earthquake retrofitting California up to 8.0. Here it says. That doesn't say.
Yeah. See?
So, what do you want to talk about?
Well, as you know, last week we had, or last Saturday, Friday and Saturday, we had the Dave Matthews concert at Alpine Valley.
Oh, yeah. And we talked about that. So go ahead. Floods, water, and no road. Talk to me.
Now here's what's interesting. The bus is parked basically at the top of the hill, okay? Because in those days, it used to be at the bottom of the hill, and literally there was one season where over 100 buses had to be towed out, and it took 3 days to get everybody out. So they started putting us at the top of the hill.
Makes sense. Even
at the top of the hill, we've had so much rain, we had to have at least 50 buses towed out.
Really?
Really.
Okay, so
just sank right up to almost not quite to their axles, which is what saved everybody. They only sunk down maybe 6 inches.
So here's a question. Just saying. How much would it cost you to sell all your buses, buy a tow truck, and how much money could you make just by stationing yourself up there and towing buses out?
They already had that covered. Alpine Valley or Live Nation, I'm not sure which one. It's probably Live Nation. Alpine Valley is the venue, but it's leased and run by Live Nation. They paid the towing bills. They keep a towing service on hand with 4 trucks.
Really?
Yes.
Very nice.
Well, you're out parking on grass. It's a ski hill area, so it's nothing but grass. There's gravel driveways to get in, but everything else is just grass. Now, most summers, we don't have this problem. You get a couple rainy days, and every once in a while things get a little soft. But I remember the one year we did stuff there, they had a fire ban because everything was so dry. It was like concrete.
Really?
Really?
Really? So on the seasons when it's dry, you can't do anything, and then all the rest of them, it's terrible. Yeah, so I just looked up the that's crazy. I looked up the earthquakes so we can talk about the numbers and stuff like that. But that's crazy, dude.
It is.
So when it's dry, it's ridiculous. And when it's wet, it's ridiculous.
And when it's not, it's just full of mosquitoes, which is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. That'd be bad, too. You guys, you have mosquitoes.
Yeah, we get mosquitoes here. That's something you don't have to worry about much.
That is crazy. So they're calling these the the Ridge Crest. The Ridge Crest. Whew. Dyslexia is running rampant today.
I'm loving it.
So the Ridge Crest. The first one happened on the 4th of July.
Okay.
And that was in the morning. They don't have the time. But I was at a driving range teaching some guys how to golf. And that was a 6.4 magnitude.
Okay.
And I don't understand what MMI is. Modified Mercalli Intensity Scale, which I don't know what that means, an 8. But it's a 6.4 magnitude.
Okay.
Right? There were 20 injuries, but they don't have the dollar damages, obviously, yet.
Right.
Okay. A 7.1 is the one that hit on 7.5 in the evening.
Okay.
Right. That only had 5 injuries so far. That was a 9 on the MMI, magnitude 7.1.
Okay.
But just to give you an idea going back, now, obviously, it's going to be part of the areas, but in August of 2014, in the North Bay and the South Napa area, there was only a 6.0. And remember, this is a 6.4 and 7.1.
Right.
There was 1 death, about 200 injuries. The damage They're estimated damage somewhere between $362 million to $1 billion.
Oh yeah.
So that's crazy.
Now, look at my face, and this is me being surprised by these numbers.
Yeah, you're not.
Okay, I'm not surprised. No,
You're not. Crazy. But looking back at the earthquakes, so just to give you an idea, going backwards, 7.1, 6.4, last two.
right?
Then a 6, then a 5, then a 7.2. That was a $1.15 billion
Right.
in Baja, California. Then a 6.5, a 5.5, a 6.6, a 5, then a 7.1. So it looks like it goes a few, then you got a 7.1. Then
Right.
a 6, 7, 6, 6, 7, 6, 5, 5, 7. There's a pattern here.
Now, we watched news today, and it showed one of the newscasters out in the middle of the desert, and he's standing next to a crack in the ground that goes farther than you could possibly see.
Really?
Yeah, this one was big enough that it made a giant crack.
Yeah, well, it's pretty bad. It was a pretty bad quake. I mean, they showed a liquor store with all the booze on the floor. I was like, oh, that's expensive.
Oh, we'll talk about expensive booze problems later on in our show.
We will?
Yes, we will.
I don't see that in the subject here.
You certainly, it's your subject. You picked it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's after the break. That's after the positivity. Or no, that's just before the positivity break.
But anyway.
That's another booze problem. But again, it's just weird. So what else with your buses? Anything else happen with your buses?
Well, we did okay on Friday, but then on Saturday, because we're smart enough to know that once you start, you don't stop. Because once you stop, that's when you're screwed. So we got going, and then somebody who was missing the bus ran up to us, so I had to stop. And when I stopped, I got stuck. But I was able to back up and get onto the gravel road and pull out at that point. So
wow,
I was only stuck for about 30 seconds. But those coaches, it's really kind of interesting to see a 56,000-pound coach being pulled by a cable. And it works. It just pulls the sucker right backwards.
Yeah, well, it's 56,000 cable. 60,
yeah, that cable is always bigger on my arm.
I know. It's crazy, right? I don't know how the guy actually gets it, and carries it out. It's
Two guys did it. Two guys. They had
guys are hooking up?
Yeah, they had this a rod through the hook, and one on each end of the rod, and they just pulled it.
That's crazy. What do they hook onto?
All coaches have hooks underneath.
Oh, okay.
Welded right to the frame.
Smart move.
I'll tell you something. Years ago, they learned, because they get stuck in snow and everything. You have to be able to pull these things.
Sure.
They're heavy.
There you go. There's something I did not know.
Yeah.
That's good.
Even my smaller buses have hooks.
Yep. And then I live in Vegas and I have hookers.
Yeah, we got those around here too, but they get in trouble if they get caught here.
Oh. They get in trouble here if they get caught.
That's true, because that's in Las Vegas. But if they go outside of town, it's another story.
Those are brothels. I don't know what they're called there. Sex workers? I don't know.
Yeah, could be. But anyway, all of this crappy weather started basically the beginning of the year. But it is not just here in the United States. It is actually worldwide.
Yeah. So, again, like I said, I don't know if it's an ice age or what's going on. So you were kind enough to find a current weather posting of crazy weather worldwide. I remember last year we were talking about being the hottest summer in England, which was over 80 degrees, which in England is ridiculous. Yes.
But what they call it is the Greenland climate pattern. The jet stream got stuck in a weird pattern, and it did not move for 2 straight months, which just screwed everything up.
Was right over Greenland, which is why they called it that.
Right. So,
which Greenland is the ice place. Iceland is the nice place.
Yes.
Right. They named them that way so people wouldn't come and steal their stuff.
But
so talk to me. What happened with this NAO? They call it NAO, North Atlantic Isolation.
Yes.
Oscillation. North Atlantic Oscillation.
Yes. it's often an indicator of what they call the Greenland block. But if it's a positive nail, it signals low pressure over Greenland, which gives us less extreme weather in the northern hemisphere.
So it actually stalls out all the weather that's traveling across the world.
Correct.
But Greenland has melted has melted at unprecedented rates. So Greenland, remember, which has all the ice, Iceland has all the green. Greenland is getting smaller because it's melting.
Yep.
And because of all that melting, it caused this block, is what they're saying?
Right. So, because of course, as most of your politicians have been saying, there's no such thing as global warming. So,
they don't know.
Completely natural.
Again, the ice ages were part of the constant climate change. Yeah, there's something going on with the weather.
The most prevalent thought on the ice age was the meteor strike in South America in the ocean, which put up so much crap up in the atmosphere that it created the ice age.
Ah, I had not heard that.
Yeah.
I do hear that.
Yeah. How did I hear that? Because I've been into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So using satellite imaging, they can see the crater from where the impact was, and it looks exactly like a meteor strike, and it was huge. Funguy. Huge. Huge. Funguy. So, you know me, sometimes I like to make up my own words. And you used to pick on me when I told you words that were real and you'd say they were made up. But I do make up words, and they're good ones.
I do like the fact that during this bad weather, Washington, D.C. got 4 inches of rain in 1 hour.
Yes.
4 inches of rain in 1 hour. We get 4 inches of rain a year here in Vegas. Yes. When we get 4 inches of rain in 1 hour, I'm building an ark.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be able to build it fast enough, but
I'm trying to remember how many days ago. It was the middle of last week. We had a storm burst that gave us 2 inches of rain in 20 minutes.
That's crazy.
Yep, we had water in the house again. My backyard looked like
to fix all that.
My entire backyard was underwater for about an hour, and then it all went away because it cleared up right away. It was 20 minutes. You could not see the buses in the driveway from the house. That's how fast it came down and how hard it came down.
Man, you got to get a picture of that. Put that up behind you.
It would have been really cool, except that we're like freaking out. Like, the world's coming to an end. Water's pouring in your house. Ah!
No, it is. So you guys want to take a look at this Greenland climate pattern, because apparently not only is that where all of our time starts in Greenland, but Greenwich Mean, but close enough.
Yes.
But that's where all our weather starts too. And it is weird that it can block the weather patterns around the whole globe just from there.
That is correct.
Causing all kinds of trouble and problems and stuff like that. So
and then for summer, it's not going to get any better. They're talking about in the Midwest. Real quick, we'll go through this because we're going to run out of time.
Yeah.
We've already been hammered by heavy storms and tornadoes, and they're expecting higher heat, higher humidity than average, and more severe thunderstorms. In the West, hotter than normal, but drier than normal. So they're expecting drought in California stuff, which is not good because then you get the freaking forest fires. And then after you get the forest fires, when it rains, you get mudslides. Don't you just love it?
Yeah, they're showing us to be cooler, anywhere from 1 to 5 degrees cooler because of this in Las Vegas, which is weird.
That'll help, yeah. The Northeast.
I'm not complaining.
It's their average, above average, many 90-degree and above days, which is not normal for the Northeast. Alaska and Hawaii, they're expecting warmer and drier. And here's what's really weird. Hawaii is going to be cooler and wetter.
How can Hawaii be any wetter?
Yeah, I know. It rains every day in Hawaii. Single freaking
depending on what side of the island you're on, yes.
Yeah, that's true.
That is 100% right, that every day it's going to rain on the leeward side. I don't remember what side of the somebody tell us. Somebody comment down there. Somebody get back to us. But yeah, that's crazy. But with that, now that we're down to once a week, are you going to pen all of these, or are we going to go outside once in a while?
It's up to you.
No, it's up to you.
You brought it up, and after reading our subject boards today, I came up with this. I like it.
Cool. And then we'll come back with the liquor story.
I figured as much.
Because we may have to skip one of the next 3 stories.
Okay.
We're already at 19 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, see, I told you we could talk.
Well, I know we could. But the question was, that's why I asked how long we wanted to go.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Our genuine positivity message is by me.
Yay.
Bad news makes headlines and bigger ratings. It also travels fast all around the world. Good news gets relegated to the middle pages and doesn't seem to make ratings. Yet good news is what feeds your soul and keeps you from being trapped in fear. I choose to share good news, even if it's less popular, so I can sleep at night.
So even though, according to Scott's genuine positivity message, that our show will be
relegated to the middle,
relegated to middle pages and doesn't seem to make ratings, good news makes you feel good. So everybody we've turned on to our show says, wow, you know what? Thank you very much. Made me feel really good. I was really happy about that. So share this. Everybody go out there and tell 2 friends. So they'll tell 2 friends and so on and so on.
Right.
So that Scott and I can sleep at night.
Yes. Comfortably, without stress.
Right. And the other way to not have stress is to drink a lot of Jim Beam.
Yes, a lot of people normally would be doing that, but now they're toasting Jim Beam.
Well, I don't know if they're toasting Jim Beam or Jim Beam just toasted all of their is it bourbon?
45,000 barrels of bourbon are burning. Burn.
Yeah, so on July 4th, there was an update. It was the 3rd day of burning.
Yes.
The warehouse caught fire on Tuesday, which would have been July 2nd, and it burned through Wednesday.
Now, this particular warehouse was the size of a football field and 4 to 5 stories tall, depending on what part of the warehouse you're in.
And it filled with barrels. 45,000 barrels.
Now, the cool thing is, it didn't explode. It just burned.
Yeah.
Because in the movies, something like that, they blow it up, right? Come on. Everything would blow up. That's what makes movies go.
So I don't understand this part. Okay? It says, given the age of lost whiskey, this fire will not impact the availability of Jim Beam for consumers.
For a while.
Yeah, I understand that they age whiskey and
yes. And this is a young batch. In other words, it's less than 3 years old.
Right. But what about when it comes time? Well, won't it affect us then?
Well, my opinion is 1 year is going to be a slight year for new release bourbon.
Oh, so they'll hold some back and pop
Correct.
some new stuff in there. Here's the sad part. Okay. The bourbon runoff from the fire.
Yep.
Got 1,000 fish drunk and they died.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not really what happened to them. Not really what happened to them, but yes.
The bourbon ran off, and then that unfortunately polluted the waterway there. Killed a lot of.
It doesn't do that either. What it does is it breaks down the oxygen, absorbs the oxygen because of the alcohol, and then the fish literally suffocate.
Oh. That's very good that you knew that. Now, how did you know that?
Because when I looked at this, when I was waiting for you, because I got done a little earlier than I thought, I actually researched a few things.
Nice. I love this.
See, that's the way. When I come up with the show subjects, I'm too busy coming up with subjects. You have the time to do the research, and I don't.
So now it was the other way around.
Now it's the other way around, and I get to look smart for change. Yay!
Yeah, that was good. That's great. I'm proud of you. Should I be proud? I don't know. Should I be proud?
Wait. There. I patted myself on the back.
I appreciate that. Let me see if I
pat you in the tushy, but we could get in trouble for doing that.
Let me see if I can pat you on the back. Let's see. You are on. I don't know what side of me you're on. Are you on?
Who knows? The shoulder side. Yeah, the shoulder side. Yeah. Except you just smacked me in the face, but that's okay.
Yeah. All right. So, do you want to do the unboxing of the glasses, or do you want to do the getting to I do?
Okay, let's do the glasses because that is something that I don't know anything about. So,
All right. So, I bought these really cool glasses.
okay,
You might recognize the brand.
I have no idea because I don't buy brand name glasses.
Oh, these are Oakley's.
Okay,
They're older ones.
I have heard of Oakley, so
They're Flak 2.0s.
okay,
And now I have Flak 2.0 XLs. So unfortunately, everywhere you go, you can buy Flak 2.0 XL replacement lenses, which is one of the reasons why I bought this.
okay,
Now, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not.
okay. They're mirrored.
Do you see the scratch?
Oh, I see me.
Yeah, right over your
Yeah, I
face.
see the scratch. I can see the scratch.
Right.
Yes.
I'm over here to the white side.
Yep, I got it.
Now, there. How about now?
Yes, I see
I was
it.
wiping them with a towel, and I got a grain of sand in there. And I went across the lens.
Why would you have sand in the desert? There's no such thing as sand in the desert.
I was on the golf course, and I just got a sand trap. Got sand all over my face. So when I used the towel, guess what?
Yeah.
So here's the big advertisement. Prime Day coming.
Prime Day.
Monday, Tuesday, this coming week. This is Saturday. This is it. Monday, Tuesday. Ooh, look at that advertisement.
Yeah.
Huge.
Okay.
So I got this box, and inside this box should be new lenses for my glasses. But I don't know if I got the right ones.
Oh, Biscadios.
Because, like I said, there's the XLs, and there's the 2.0s. So in this big box.
Speaking of getting things shipped, I have one more thing to talk about when we're done here.
Is this box.
Watson.
This little box.
Yes. Inside that big box, right. They do that to me all the time. I know. It's like, really? But according to a efficiency expert, it saves time and money to have less sizes available.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, less SKUs. Ooh. So this box came with this box.
Cool. Okay. Now we're at box number 3.
And this box came with microfiber.
Yeah.
And there are the lenses.
Okay.
So hopefully they're the right size. Should we try putting them in?
Sure. And
yes. Wear glasses and see the beautiful pattern. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but if you have polarized glasses, you can see the fish. If you don't have polarized glasses, you can't see the fish.
okay, I see the fish, and I'm not wearing glasses.
Yeah, but there's a pattern. So I don't know if it's better or not. All right. So now the instructions on how to take these apart. You hold it here, and you go like that. And it pops.
Okay.
Up.
That was pretty easy.
All right. So now let's see which lens this is. This is this lens. Okay. There's the new lens. And it says you put in the big size first, like that.
Okay. And of course, now you get your grubby little fingerprints all over your nice new lenses.
They said it'll snap in place, like that.
It sounded like it did.
They fit. All right, perfect.
Yay!
You can't even tell the difference between the two lenses.
Cool beans.
No, you can. But this is a scratch. Well, no, that's not scratch. All right, so how did I take it apart? I went like that, and that came out. All right, so I just fixed my glasses, my $160 glasses.
Do you know how much I pay for sunglasses?
Well, I don't normally buy expensive glasses for the reason I just stated. Uh-oh. I'll pop it back up. All right, there it is. It's in. But that one didn't snap in place. All right. Let's see. How do they look?
You look like you're one of the men in black.
Cool. All right. So there they are. It worked. And it only cost me like 16 bucks, which is way cheaper. Oh. I want to see if I can see the fishes. But I don't have my glasses. Ooh, you know what? It just made them dark.
Yep.
He just made it dark, the fish dark. But oh well.
Okay.
But I'm very happy I have glasses again that aren't scratched.
Yay.
They are now fingerprinted though.
Yes. All right. Before we get to our last thing of our show, I want to make one comment.
Yes, please.
I am very frustrated with FedEx. Did you know that FedEx is actually from Dubai?
What do you mean from Dubai? That's where they originated from? I thought they were an American company.
Well, the company's in Dubai. If you look it up, their headquarters is in Dubai. It's owned by, their owners.
Is that
Dubai.
now? Did they get bought by?
I'm not sure, but here's what's frustrating. We had wristbands. We use wristbands for our concerts at Alpine Valley.
Right. Makes sense. So you can get
They
back
were
on
supposed
the
to be delivered Tuesday.
Oh, you know
got it.
what? You get free shipping now.
Yeah. Well,
You know how to go back and claim that, right?
I'm not the one who shipped, so I didn't have to pay for, well, whatever. But anyway, they were supposed to be here Tuesday. I got the letter in the email saying that it's on the truck leaving Gray's Lake at 4:45 in the morning. And it will be there before the end of the business day on Tuesday. At the end of Tuesday, it did not arrive. I got an email 7 p.m. Tuesday night saying it is on the truck. It will be there no later than end of business day Wednesday. Awesome. Because I need them on Friday.
Right.
All right. Wednesday comes and goes. I come up to the office at night, and lo and behold, I have an email saying the glasses or the wristbands are on your package. It doesn't know what's wristband. Your package is on the truck, leaving Gray's Lake at 4:45 in the morning, and it will be delivered on Friday because obviously Thursday was the 4th of July. I'm like, okay, end of business day. That's kind of hairy. I started making phone calls, and I kept getting people in Dubai. They do speak English there, but, they're saying.
But I'm going to stop you because according to the webpage, FedEx is public, and it was founded 48 years ago in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Okay.
The headquarters are in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay. Well, apparently now it's in Dubai. Oh, it's now in 3 divisions. That's probably why. Ground is out of Dubai. Express is something else.
Oh, Ground Freight is a subsidiary. And
Yes.
Ground Freight in 1985 was RPS, and it merged with Federal Express, and then they rebranded it FedEx Ground. And that is headquartered in Moon Township, Pennsylvania.
Huh.
Huh.
Because when I log into my FedEx account, it says I'm calling Dubai when I call them.
That's crazy. All right. So now you still don't have your stuff and you're calling people now.
So, right. Now I'm calling people because at 3:30 in the afternoon, I'm pulling out of my driveway and I need wristbands.
Right.
Okay. And they keep telling me, we have no way to contact the driver. It's going to be there and you're scheduled to be there before 3:30. I said, I've been waiting for, this is the 3rd day now that they have not shown up. And I need these today. She says, well, they were shipped ground, non-express. So that means that there's no hurry for the delivery. I'm like, what? It came from New Berlin, which is 45 minutes away from here.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
That should be guaranteed overnight. So
Exactly.
you got to look at the map. Okay. FED FedEx GROUN ground map. So if I ship from Las Vegas to California on ground, it's overnight.
Yes.
All right. So FedEx ground, transit map, FedEx. All right. Postal zip code origin. What's your zip code?
53115.
53115. I might have to put New Berlin's in. Country, U.S. View outbound map. I'll view inbound map. View overnight map. All right. FedEx ground. Unless New Berlin is like up by Minnesota.
It is not. It
says that it is overnight.
Yes.
It says view transit map, transit times for destination zip code.
Now, New Berlin to Gray's Lake is the same distance in the wrong direction as New Berlin to Delavan. Okay? So, but that's how the hubs work. It went from New Berlin to Gray's Lake and then from Gray's Lake up to here. But still, it should have been here on Tuesday. They said it was going to be here FedEx sent me a letter through the tracking thing saying it would be here on Tuesday. Then it didn't show up, so it said it would be here on Wednesday. Thursday was 4th of July. So then on Friday, it said it was going to be here. It did not show up. They do not deliver on Saturday or Sunday.
Packages picked up from residents may have one additional day transit.
Yes. Now, here's the best part. They did show up today, and, of course, now people are going to know what day we recorded this show. But it showed up at, and it's supposed to be here before 3:30, got here at 5 minutes to 5.
Get your money back. That's crazy.
So this is a FedEx rant because there's no excuse for that kind of crap.
Yeah, because I don't normally get I don't normally let you get on rants, so it's glad you got to get a rant here. I'm going to move that to the next show. All right.
And a quick underwater,
phrase origin story is underwater.
Yes, it's what I do when I go scuba diving.
Right. When pertaining to your house, your home.
Oh, yeah, it's a little something different.
Your mortgage is underwater.
Yes.
So I did not realize that this was such a new term.
Correct.
And you helped remind me of what the term was before. So subprime was part of this, right? In 2007 was the word of the year that they go subprime. It's a subprime mortgage. But when you dumped out, they updated the Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary in 2012.
Yes.
2012 is when this became an accepted word. Now, that's a few years after people started using it.
Yes.
But I did not realize that it was so recent into our history that underwater was. And I was like, what did they call it before? What did they call it before, Scott?
Upside down.
Upside down. You were upside down in your mortgage.
You owed more money than your house was worth.
Yep. Having it related to being in a mortgage or loan, which is owed more than the property secured the loan is worth. Underwater. Yep. So I did not realize that an underwater mortgage was, it's crazy. I bought my house for $500,000, but it's only worth $400,000. Oops. Yeah, the mortgage was referred to as upside down mortgage or a negative equity mortgage. So there's one of your new
real
words.
quick, because we're just about out of time. Actually,
we've been out of time.
Okay. My brother was looking to move to Idaho, and after when this all happened with the upside down mortgages, underwater mortgage stuff, he was out there looking at houses that had been bought 3 years previously for $750,000, and they were selling for $400,000.
Oh yeah,
that's insane.
My house in Pahrump just finally recovered, where it's worth almost what it was worth.
Yeah,
I got hammered. I got hammered by that.
If I had hammer, I'd hammer in the morning.
I'd hammer in the evening.
All over this land, just like the crazy weather.
Yeah.
Hey, I tied it all in too. Wow, I'm on a roll.
Man, we do one show. You're way more involved in the show, or I'm paying more attention to you. I don't know. I think you're just way more involved. But with that, I want to say, Scott, thank you for watching this show.
And Steve, if you feel this show is not a bad life decision,
then I'm going to subscribe, watch my other shows and channels, watch your other shows and channels. Go out and find Funguy the Entertainer Cooks for You. Go down to whathappened.world down there. You can connect to us. Get onto our, I don't know what we have. We've got Facebook there. We've got Instagram there. We've got our podcast links there.
We're not on Tinder, are we?
We're not on Grindr. What?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're on those.
Swipe right. No, left. So, wait, right, I want you. Left, I don't. I know.
Yeah.
The swipe right disease. We're a swipe right disease. Get Steven Scott.
Yeah.
And SNS. Oh, well. So with that, I want you to live every day, and we'll see you in a week on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live in the life, and have a good week.
Be crazy, and just it remains me.